impossible, impossible.
The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Cleveland Browns and the Minnesota Vikings. Greg Joseph now ready to get this one started, and we are underway from Minneapolis. Pulls it in at the 13. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And some room to roam now. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And again, it's Chubb. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Buying time to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 48 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a 1st down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
On 1st down, Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a 1st down.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Browns put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Now Cade York for the extra point. Oh, this is blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got a man complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 34.
As we've seen over the years, offense coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover and put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. Now a first down throw. Inside the 25. Great gains back-to-back. Last time over 30 yards. Better than 20 here. Play action now. Cousins. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Vikings are an extra point away from capturing the lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Taken from about the 12. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. They run again on first down. Chubb. They find some open field here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 99 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
They run it again with Chubb. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, Watson. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage one play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
Watson now to throw. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Browns have retaken the lead.
You got it figured out by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Here's Chubb to try to run it in. And he will find the end zone here. And the lead moves up to 7. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. And back there to stop him on a great effort was Martin Emerson.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in second and long yardage.
Now on 2nd and 13. Cousins. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hawkinson. So it's a gain of 12 there on the reception, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And he will have a Vikings 1st down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Here's Cook again. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 1st down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Meanwhile, Cousins' throw taken in by Hawkinson here. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. We're going back to the same well. It's Hawkinson again. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. On 2nd down, Cook. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. They run again on 1st down. Cook. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now a timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. From the 16, Cousins. And he can't hang on to it, and the screen never got started.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Oh, now a running play here with Smith. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Irv Smith Jr. in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. The final shot before the break. Watson flush to his right. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Nwangu now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard. And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense? Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop. Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Cook. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
Now Cousins on 4th down. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he is going to pick up the Vikings' first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. On play action, Cousins. Looks again for T.J. Hockenson, and he's got him again. Touchdown, Vikings! T.J. Hockenson. 54 yards. And the Vikings are going to take the lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
The Browns drive about to get started. On first down, it's Watson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is taken in at the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Anthony Schwartz, 59 yards. And the Browns have cut the lead back down to 2. Here's Chubb to try to run it in. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. They're going to run this with a tight end. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. And the slot man goes in motion left. Getting the ball is Cook running left. 61 yards rushing for him now to this point.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Look at this, a tight end carry. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Cook up the gut. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 45-yard line. Up the middle, Nwangu. And he's going to have another 1st down here as he's able to dive beyond the marker. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the 1st. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And they'll send the slot in motion left. They'll try the middle with Cook. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
On 2nd down, here's Nwangu. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues. And the slot man goes in motion left. Left side, Cook. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 2nd down, it's Cook again. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. On 3rd and short, going with their tight end. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And they'll send the slot in motion left. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They try again with Cook. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. Cousins. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
The mistake there by the offense, Charles, they tried to pick on a Pro Bowl corner in coverage there, and not the smartest decision. He reminded him that he was a Pro Bowl corner with not only the pick, but the pick 6.
And those guys who have that designation, sometimes they get a little bit bored in games because people try to avoid them. They absolutely love it when they get challenged, and it's a chance to remind everyone exactly why they were tabbed as one of the best in the league the prior season.
Y'all heard know I'm coming. I don't wear clear if I